Every client that I work with is different, and they need a different approach to support their unique needs and culture. I tailor my approach based on the unique needs and culture of each of my clients. I assess the size, scope, and complexity of the change. I also look at the level of maturity of change management in an organization to determine what is their appetite for strategies beyond communications and training. Because depending on the culture and the complexity of the change, there may be other areas of performance management that need to be addressed to minimize disruption or reduce the level of risk for project success. A good example would be a global retail organization that I work with that had about 80,000 employees, and they were introducing ServiceNow to the organization. This project had been in progress for over a year, and they were treating it like a technology upgrade with no anticipated impacts to their employees. So there was no stakeholder analysis that had been done, no change manager was even considered, and I was brought in 2 months before the project was scheduled to go live. And they frantically needed change management because they discovered that they had been missing that very important element to the project. Not only did it impact the 80,000 employees, but it also impacted their contingent workforce that supported their help desk, and they wanted to create more self-service down to those 80,000 employees and reduce the number of help desk employees, thereby seeing a rate of return on their investment by reducing their cost. Well, given this was an agile project, I approached it from that standpoint and customized a change management strategy for that organization within 7 days after setting up a marathon of coffee chat interviews and determining an organizational change management light approach would be adopted in order to minimize the risk that had been identified. However, because of coming in so late in that process, unfortunately, some of the risks had to be accepted if they wanted to continue the project as scheduled or consider delay. Long story short, they did adopt my agile change management approach, and I used a pilot program to introduce the new technology to a small focus group of people to iteratively perfect my change management approach before introducing it and launching this entire technology to all 80,000 employees. It wasn't a perfect rollout, but the program manager who hired my consulting services said, "I don't know what we would have done without change management."